Guys, it's Aubrey from Muttley Plans. Oh, let me get closer. I hope everybody is having a great Halloween. I am filming this on October 31st. So yeah, I hope that you enjoy this video. I'm just gonna go through my currently inked for October and rate them for y'all. So it should be a fairly quick video. First up is Wearingeul Persephone, and I had it inked up in my Esterbrook Estie. This was a carryover from last month just because, I mean, this looks like such a Halloween color to me, so we did it. It's an ink I wish I didn't have a bottle of, but I do not mind the ink, if that makes sense. I don't know. The ink actually works pretty well. I like how it comes out of this nib. I don't know. I'm definitely more of a blurple person than just like a straight up purple black person, personally. Anyway, so this is Wearingeul Persephone. It's in my Estie Botanical Garden. It does have a fine nib. And so for this ink, it's really not a bad ink. It's just not my color of purple. So what I will give this ink is probably an 8, mainly because, again, just more the color than how it writes, because it really does write well. Like, if you like this dark blackish purple, then absolutely get this ink. The pen was a 10, and then the combo was a 9. It's really not a bad combo. In fact, ooh, that was squeaky. I pretty much wrote it dry. Like, there's just a teensy weensy bit left in there. So I am gonna have to clean this out. I can't wait for my November lineup. I haven't chosen the colors yet, but I've been having like ideas floating around, and I'm just deep breaths. I'm excited though. So, yeah, so 8 for the ink, 10 for the pen. I mean, it's just a comfortable pen. Esties definitely deserve all the hype that they get. I mean, I'll always say it could be cheaper, but, you know, it's really a pretty good pen, so I can't really complain too much. Next one is my newest acquisition. The ink, not the pen. So the ink is Diamine Rosewood, but the pen is my Leonardo Momento in Angel Skin. And it's got a medium nib. It's got rose gold trimming. Like, oh, it's so beautiful. And it writes really, really well. So, Diamine Rosewood. So the ink, I love this ink. I actually had it originally as a sample because I'm trying really hard to just abide by, like, I won't buy a whole bottle of it until I've tried a sample of it. It's a 10. It's the perfect brown. For me, I like the pinkish red undertones, and then like just it's a wonderful color. It's like almost coffee. I don't know how to it's great. Anyway, so the ink's a 10, the pen is a 10. And so, of course, the combo is going to be a 10. Now then, I will say, so with this pen, I like it. It's comfortable writing long form. But I have only had it a month, so time will tell if it's just, you know, new. It being new is biasing me. So I definitely can't wait until a couple months from now to where I've written with this a few months. I know it a little bit better, and I will be able to give it more of an actual like rating, but it's definitely a 10. Like, it's comfortable, it flows well. Granted, I've only had this one ink in it, and I just haven't written with it a ton, I don't think. Let's see. Yeah, so not even half of a cartridge worth. So this may wind up being a carryover for this next month, because it will actually, ooh, it's got a little bit of, what? I have questions, but we will deal with that later. Anyway, but this one will probably remain inked up with this Diamine Rosewood, but we will see. All right. So next is my Jinhao 100. This combo, so this is my Jinhao 100 in the colorway Guava. It's got an extra fine nib in it, and it is inked up with Vinta Isabella. This ink I don't really like. I mean, it's beautiful, beautiful coloring, but it seems like I have trouble with it in every pen that I put it in. Like, this pen never really clogs or anything. I've had so many different glitter ink, sparkle, shimmer, dear me, shimmer inks in it, in this pen, and it hasn't given me any issues. And then with this ink, it's given me issues. And it's the same thing when I put it in, I think, this one, which is a broad nib. So, I mean, I get this is extra fine. I totally get it. But a broad nib, and that's the only ink that this one's had issues with. So I don't really know what's going on with this ink. But glad that I only have a sample of it. So this ink I'm going to give like a 4. And also, so it made a liar out of me, you worked. But it was, you can see it was really stopped up in the beginning, because like this is so light here, and I can go back in now, I guess. But that really threw me off of it from the beginning, to the point that I don't think I even wrote a single thing with it. It just was in my pen case. It's right where I filled it originally. And I mean, I didn't use it because I was just like, ugh. I was over it, truthfully. I didn't like that it stopped up my nib right off the bat. And so, yeah, it's definitely a 4. Like, I didn't enjoy it at all. The pen, I didn't really get to, like, enjoy it a whole lot, more so because of the stoppage issue. So this is probably, like, yeah, I would give it a 7, because I know I actually do think this is a very comfortable pen to write with. I know I've had a love-hate relationship with it in the past. If you want to know how it redeemed itself, you can go watch my video on it. The I owe this pen an apology video, because I do. It is actually a pretty decent pen, and it's 15 bucks. You can't beat it. It's comfy. The combo, I will never do this again. I'd probably give it a 5. Honestly, I could probably go back and change that to a 2. I don't know, I'm a kind-hearted soul. But yeah, so this is Vinta Isabella in my Jinhao 100 in the colorway Guava. All right, the next one is one of my TWSBIs. So this is my TWSBI Espresso Bronze. It is inked up with Dominant Industry Earl Grey. Wow, words would be wonderful. Dominant Industries Earl Grey tea. This TWSBI is a medium nib. I definitely enjoy writing with my TWSBIs. So I know I still have a ton of ink in here, but it's only halfway full when it was originally fully filled. I tend to write TWSBIs dry or almost dry every month, but this month for my notes, because I'm in school, so I take notes by hand. It's a whole process. I had 2 TWSBIs that I was working with, and so both of them are halfway full because I used them in tandem with each other, you know, as highlights and stuff like that. And so, like, the love got spread around to where they weren't I didn't use up the whole of one fill in one pin. Anyway, all of that to say. So for the ink, I would actually give this ink a 9. So I like the flow. It is very legible for being orange. It's got pretty decent, you can even see it here. It's got pretty decent like shading down there. It's legible, and so I definitely appreciate that. Orange just isn't really my color. Like I'm almost always okay, I'm only in the mood for orange in October. So I know for a fact I would not be getting this particular ink in a bottle. Yeah, I wouldn't. So yeah, but the pin, I'm giving this a 10. I love my TWSBIs. Like, if you want a pin that, now these are like 55, don't do that. These are about $55, $56, I think, retail wise. If you are able to save up that money, spend that money, and you're wanting a quality pin and you can swing that amount of money, TWSBIs are a good investment, because I mean, look at that ink capacity. I never have hard starts with them. Even when I do shimmer inks, they're just, I can't sing their praises enough. The combo, I will give probably a 9. Like, I use this pretty consistently, and I didn't mind it. Like, when I went to write with it, this was actually one of the ones I reached for, just because it went with my color palette in my school notebook this month. But like, overall, just orange, not a color that I would want to see very often. One month a year, maybe 2 for June for, you know, Roy G. Biv. But other than that, yeah. But overall, good pairing. Great ink as long as you have a love affair with orange. Okay, the next one. Let me talk about it. So this is my Franklin Christoph. And it's the O2 model in the colorway Sage. I love this pen. This is like my top 3 pen. It is inked up with Ferris Wheel Press Ruby Royal Flush. And I do think that it may be a mix. I don't know. It just seems so bright for it to be just Ruby Royal Flush. But then it's got the sparkles, and I don't have any other like reds that are, yeah, this. So I don't know. But I did enjoy writing with this. I didn't write a ton. I think I wrote 1 chapter of notes with it, which in the grand scheme wasn't a ton. So like, I used not a ton. I used a little bit. So yeah. But the ink, I would give it a 9. See, I think I was too nice to this one, because I like this ink more than I like that one, but this one I would rate a 9. It's got good flow. It looks great on the page. I just, honestly, I love Jacques Urbain's Rouge Granat better. Like, that's my 10 out of 10 red. So I don't know. Anyway, so moving on to the pen. This pen is an absolute 10, and I would give this combo, which that looks like an O. So the combo, I would give it a 9. This pen is very comfortable. If you are on the fence about a Franklin Christoph, don't be on the fence anymore about it. I enjoy this pen. I would probably buy another one if one in a colorway that I really liked came across my path. But I don't know, because I've been pretty picky about buying pens lately. Either way, great pen. If you're on the fence, you shouldn't be. You should just get it as long as you have the funds for it and all of that. Because that pen I was bought secondhand by my husband, and it was, I believe, 172. So it is not a cheap pen.
What's up? Oh, sorry.
My husband was shaking the whole room.
Sorry.
With it. I love you. I'm not cutting that out. He's sitting over.
What if I say that you have
Kelvin, cutting that out either. If they. Maybe I will, since I said your whole government name.
Not your fighting either.
Oh my gosh, I love you. Anyway, words are nice to have. Oh yeah, so it was bought secondhand and it was $172. Have no idea what the new ones run for. So I mean, if you have the money, it's great. If you don't, yeah, I don't know. It's a good pin. Save up for it. Anyway, so next I have another TWSBI. It is my TWSBI Eco Cream and Rose Gold. It does have a medium nib. It is inked and has been for almost a year now, with Jacques Urbane Violet Imperial. This is considered my ink for the year. So if you don't know, I choose I choose an ink to keep inked no matter what throughout the year. This was it. And I just keep it in this TWSBI Cream and Rose Gold. I have not decided what my ink for next year is gonna be. So if you have any inks that you're in love with, please let me know down below. That way I can, like, you know, investigate that, because it is almost November. Anyway, so this ink is phenomenal. It is a shimmer ink, but it's phenomenal and it writes well. And again, the pen is a TWSBI, so a 10 is a 10, which means that this combo is also a 10. Like, I've had this inked up for a whole year in this pen, and I'm not tired of it yet. And it's, you know, almost 11 months in, 10 months in. And so, yeah, it's a great ink, great pen, great combo. Okay, this next one is my Edison Beaumont, and it's the brown colorway. It is a 1.1 stub. It is inked up with Van Diemen's Parrotfish, which you can't really tell very well, but it has a purple shimmer to it, which is nice in theory. But I've never had a broad nib clog so much before with a shimmer ink, and by golly, this one did. And so I'm gonna give this ink probably a 4. I did use it. See, it's not even that juicy. Wait, hang on. Watch, it's gonna be all like out of ink. Oh, well, it has a little bit, okay? It still doesn't have an excuse. But you see how hard, and that was even when it was halfway full. Now then, you may be wondering, why are you complaining about this ink if you almost wrote this poor pen dry? And the reason that it's written dry is because this color went really, really well with my note taking this this month. But I still was aggravated with it enough to where I was like, this is not a good combo. This pen is not my favorite. I'll probably give it a 7. I'm just not a 1.1 stub girly. Yeah, I'm even gonna give this like a 4. Like, I just did not enjoy, like, look how bad that is. I'm gonna have to really work hard to clean this out before I even ink it up. Yeah, I just did not enjoy this combo at all. I used it because of how gorgeous this beautiful light blue is. If I could find a color that came out of the pen really well and didn't clog it up, that was like this color, I'd be all in on it. I'd probably buy a whole bottle because I love this color, but it's not worth the issues. So maybe I can find something that's comparable but doesn't have shimmer in it. I think that might be a good idea. All right, the last one is going to be my biggest disappointment of all. So my poor Natami, I don't know if you can tell, but I've got more seepage this month into the actual barrel of the pen, and I haven't dropped it. I haven't done anything to it. I could barely get ink into the cartridge converter. And then also, I don't know if you can tell very well, but right there, that line, that is more ink from this month's fill. So this brown line up here was from last month's, and I was like, oh, I hope that's a fluke because I really like my Natami. It writes well. Oh, but I think that I need a new cartridge or a ink converter in here because it's gonna be a hot mess. Cleaning this out again, and then also I just need to get another ink converter in there. But yeah, I've been really disappointed in that. It's still, I feel like, a good pen. Like, it writes really, really well. Like, really, really, really well. The writing's not the problem. It's this ink cartridge right here, and just leakage issues, which I really feel like are on the cartridge. But I mean, I snap it in there like normal, so I don't know, maybe it just got warped or something. I don't know. If you have any ideas why, then let me know. This is the second month in a row, and so I'm gonna have to retire this pen until I find a cartridge converter that will fit in it, which shouldn't be that hard. But I'm also, had a bit of an expensive month this month, so it's going to be a couple of months, probably not till next year before I get this sussed out. The ink is gorgeous. Like, what little I have written with it, it's gorgeous. Gorgeous ink. I would give this ink probably, oh, that's going to hurt my heart. Yeah, can't do it. Okay, so still talking about this pen, but we're going to have this pen to the rescue. So I would give this ink a 10. The pen, I'm giving a 2. Like, it really bothers me. And it's not the writing experience. Writing experience is fantastic, but the ink leakage is just not my favorite, which stinks because I know I've talked this up to y'all as being a good pen, and I still believe it is. I wonder if it's not the pen itself that I got, not necessarily the brand. But let me know, like, if you've had these, because I got this for Christmas last year. So it's not even a year old. So let me know if you've had this pen for about a year or a little over a year or anything. Let me know if you've had this problem with it, because I'm interested to know if it's just this particular pen that's in my possession, or if it's the pen brand or model overall that it just kind of has these leakage issues. And again, I really feel like it's the converter, so I'm not fully giving up on this pen, but I mean, I'm a little bummed that I won't be able to use it probably for a few months. So the combo, gosh, I'm gonna give it like a 5, I guess. I don't know where I come up with some of these. I just honestly put down a number that, feels right, I guess. But yeah, because I really liked it, like, especially when I first had inked it up before, like, it started, like, showing those signs of leakage and stuff. Like, the pen was comfortable, it wrote well. Like, I mean, look how beautiful this writing is, and it's this gorgeous purple. And I didn't even say anything about the ink. The ink is Robert Oster's Dragon's Night, and it's this gorgeous purple. Gorgeous, gorgeous. I would have definitely written with it so much more if I hadn't have had the pen problems. So, yeah. Anyway, so yeah, this is my lineup. This is what I think about it and how I feel about it. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a thumbs up. Maybe consider subscribing if you haven't, but whatever you do, I hope that you have a fantastic week ahead of you. Bye.